Nothing will make you feel like a kid, and kids love it, of course. The Harlem Globetrotters are making their stop in Vancouver on February 24th, and we are proud to be joined by Buckets. Blake, how are you?
All right, Buckets.
Good.
This is your second go-around with me today, man.
Yeah,
I feel like I know you.
You look a little different.
Yeah, a little.
He's all scrubbed up.
Clean up a little bit from radio. So,
see.
how's the day going? How much do you enjoy the whole media tour and thing? Because I know that's such a big part of the Globetrotters culture is getting out there, meeting people, spending some time at schools. And talking
I love it because you know, it takes you off the court. You get to be a little bit more intimate with the fans, and you know, you get a lot of develop a lot of life skills. Getting a chance to speak in public and also influence some kids when we go to our school visits.
Are you scouting for the boys a little bit too, like restaurants?
Mike really wants to play.
Well, you just got to make sure that you know they have the right places to eat and stuff.
Well,
any of that involved?
Every now and again. I mean, if I end up eating at a good place, I'll let them know. You know, you gotta kind of spread the love a little bit. You can't save it all for yourself. But every now and again, yeah, I'll let them know where to go and what to eat, depending on where I'm at. You know?
Yeah.
And if it's freezing, I'll let them know to buy a jacket.
Might be raining here, not too cold.
Yeah, before you fly from Vegas, pick up a jacket.
No kidding. How are you enjoying your time in Vancouver? I mean, you've just caught us on a rainy day, but...
I love it. One of my favorite cities in the world. You know, I get a chance to travel all over the place, and Vancouver is definitely a highlight for all of us, actually. And the other players that didn't get a chance to come here in advance to Vancouver were a little disappointed.
Yeah. How many dates do you guys do in a year? What's a Harlem Globetrotters sort of yearly schedule look like?
Well, I'll give you our North American tour rundown first. It starts the day after Christmas. It ends April 22nd, and we'll have 270 games in 234 cities within that time.
What?
Come on.
How do you guys manage to do that? How many frequent flyer points do you get?
I got some.
And we were admiring your kicks. How many pairs of shoes have you gone through since December 26th?
I don't want to pull my pants up too high. My legs are sexy, so you can
don't want to give us too much.
Yeah,
those are beautiful.
Those are wicked.
Yeah.
How much pride is, I mean, you've been with the Globetrotters now for 10 years, but I mean, the first time that you get the kit, and you know, you're presented with the stuff. How big a moment is that in your life as a human being and as a person and as a professional basketball player?
It's a great feeling, you know, especially you know, when you first come to the team, you don't realize the legacy the Globetrotters have. You just know that you know, they play fun style basketball, and then you start to learn the history of the team and what they've done for not only America but for other countries all over the world. You know, they've been traveling the globe since the 50s and actually introduced the game of basketball to places around the world that didn't have any running water or electricity. So to be a part of such a legacy, you know, it's a great honor, and I'm blessed to have this uniform.
I mean, South Africa, Israel. I mean, I mean, the team has been. The Globetrotters don't shy away from
their
bringing,
name.
Yeah, well, from bringing the entertainment too to places where you know people don't always have access to it.
Definitely. You know, we make it a point to travel to different places and try and introduce Globetrotter-style basketball to places around the world. We've been to 120 countries in our 86-year history, and you know, we do a military tour for our U.S. troops because they're out there fighting for.
That must be amazing for you guys.
Yeah, it is, and they have a great time too. You know, the troops, get them kind of away from the mundane. They're dancing and having
little
fun
piece of home
and
too.
It brings out the kid in everyone, and it's so amazing for kids. And I was telling you before we started, I brought my nephew a few times, brought my niece for the first time, and she rushed the court.
I remember she crashed the court.
Everybody saw her, and she looks just like me.
She just did the run.
But what is it like for you? Because she wanted to be near you guys. Like she just wanted to meet you guys and play basketball from the get-go. The minute we saw it, what is it like for you when you see that in a kid's eyes?
Well, that's where we get our inspiration, our energy from. You know, like I said, we play every day for 5 months straight unless we're off doing media tour. And, you know, you could play 30 games straight and you get to that game and you're exhausted, you're tired. But when you see that child's face, you're like, wow, you know, this is their first Globetrotter game, and you don't want to let them down. So you want them to have those lasting memories.
How long does it take you to get this stuff down?
Wow.
I mean, in all honesty, are you guys practicing constantly, or do you have it pretty pat by the time you guys go on tour?
We're practicing constantly. So, you know, every day, hour and 30 minutes before the game starts, you know, we're doing unique things with the basketball. We're putting up a lot of shots. That guy in the background you seen clapping, that's a 7'8" guy, Paul Tiny Sturgis.
Now, he's amazing. Almost as tall as my co-host.
We looked at pictures this morning, but that's insane, man. He's 7 foot.
Tell us what's happening in this picture here.
he just slam dunked the ball, and he's still on the ground, and he's staring at his opponent like, you know, like basically, I wouldn't even jump if that was me trying to guard him and dunk. I mean,
You didn't bother.
He can break your fingers. If you put your fingers by the rim and he's dunking, he's going to break them backwards, you know? So, I just stare at him, you know, and I was telling you when we talked earlier.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, what are you looking at me for? I was like, the same reason everybody's looking at you, Paul. You're a big dude, man.
You're a really big guy. That's incredible.
Yeah, his hands like devour the basketball when he holds the basketball. And I got big hands. I mean, he's covering about a good 80% of the basketball with his
That's
hands.
crazy. Now, do you guys, when you guys are warming up or you're practicing, do you think of new tricks all the time?
For the most part. Sometimes things happen and it was kind of funny and it worked out that we'll try to duplicate it again. So we're always trying to be innovators and trendsetters. And, you know, you're constantly working on new tricks. And you're working on some old ones, and then you happen to fumble the ball, but it looks cool, and then like your teammates like, hey, do that again.
Your specialty, the 4-point shot, the half court. Guinness Book of World Record, is that true? You're still tied for?
Yeah, with Jason Kidd on the underhand shot from half court. You know, that guy's amazing. You know, he's still in the NBA, 38 years old, going hard.
Explain this to me. Underhanded shot from half court.
Yes, well, I'll stand up a little bit, but you know, this is my stance.
Stance?
How often do you practice
You just
this?
give her.
I just do it only in practice, probably 5 or 6 times. I take a shot like that before every game.
Yeah.
I'm usually about 1 for 3.
Yeah, you just don't want to wear the magic off too much before you get to the game?
No, you gotta save a little bit of it. I work well under pressure.
Do other guys on the team try and do it as well, and can they match you? Or?
Yeah, we have some guys who go in the stands and do it, and then there's hook shots. There's one of my teammates, Shane Scooter Christensen. He spins the ball and takes it while it's spinning under his leg and flips it up, bumps it off his knee, then his head, and off the backboard into the basket.
No.
Yeah, I can't do that.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
But I can tell by the way you're describing it that you have tried many times.
Yeah, and Scooter doesn't have hair on his head, too. He spins the ball on his head and his nose. He's also in the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest spin on the nose and the longest spin on the head.
On the
Those
nose.
are weird records.
Those are really weird, but guess what? You can see the Harlem Globetrotters. You have to. It is a must-do.
Yeah.
They are coming to town Friday, February the 24th. You do not want to miss it.
For tickets, you can go to ticketmaster.ca and check it out. And
Can I do it?
Thank you.
Sure
it was a
Bring it
pleasure.
on.
You gotta look at the camera. Don't
Fiona,
get
you got to
scared.
get closer to him. Snuggle up. Ah, there we go. We're going to take a break.